Good morning. On behalf of Chairwoman Vargas, I will read the following statement. Chairwoman Vargas has recently been diagnosed with a medical condition that has created painful nodules and damage to vocal cords, and has been advised by her medical professionals to rest her voice for the next few weeks in order to prevent surgery. Please be advised that today's special meeting will, as always, be conducted in accordance with board policies and the published agenda. As such, Chairwoman Vargas will, consistent with her authorities, duties, and responsibilities, chair and preside over today's meeting. So while Chairwoman Vargas is unable to speak aloud, she still has and will use her voice by communicating in alternative ways. To do so, the Chairwoman has worked with county staff to facilitate today's meeting, including public comment and any board discussion. If and when the Chairwoman makes comments on items, her comments will be projected onto screens for all to read and for the clerk of the board to read the comments aloud. While today's meeting may seem atypical, many of our fellow San Diegans communicate in non-audible and divergent ways every day, and our community values their voice, employment, and civic participation. Thank you for your attention and your understanding. With that, I will now call the May 3rd, 2024 San Diego County Board of Supervisors special meeting to order. As a reminder, according to the board's rules and procedures, audience members shall not whistle, clap, stomp feet, or anything that disrupts the proceedings. On behalf of Chairwoman Vargas, I'll now call the roll. Supervisor Anderson.
Here.
Supervisor Montgomery Stepp. Supervisor Desmond.
Here.
Vice Chair Lawson-Remer. Chairwoman Vargas. Chairwoman Vargas is present. The only item for the board's discussion today is the special meeting or closed session matters. On behalf of Chairwoman Vargas, I will now call forward the public speakers. We have 3 requests to speak on this item. All individuals have requested to speak by phone. For those that requested to speak by phone, please dial into the conference line using the instructions that were provided to you. We'll begin with the first caller. I'll ask you to please state your name for the audio record. You'll have 2 minutes to address the board.
Paul LeBold. I think Sarah's doing a great job. No to anyone who supports project labor agreements, PLAs, with the unions, which shut out non-union workers unless they join, and results in more costly contracts. Also, union politics. You saw what the union cares about public order on April 30th. Also want a CAO who does not put the priorities one mayor or city council above the county, as it's happened several times with Windsor Point, Carlsbad, Brouhaha, and now the Midway Rising Development scam. You should be telling the mayor to pay you back for all those hotel vouchers for his negligence of funding his project. Above all, we need a CAO who supports full transparency and honesty with the people. Please post documents in a timely manner so that the people and you guys can have adequate time to read and consider them. And like at Sandag, where they posted crucial documents a day and the night before the meeting. And please have your people proofread. It is really embarrassing to me when I read an official resolution laced with errors. These are my current concerns. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll now hear from the next caller.
Consuelo. So I'm calling in to voice my concerns about this local government. Whoever they choose, it doesn't matter. The people continue to lose. Why are the people losing? Because they continue to believe in this government. They continue to believe that they need to be governed. We don't need to be governed. We need to look out for one another, just as many of those people who showed up on Tuesday were saying how they couldn't wait on the government or FEMA or whomever to help them, so they helped one another, and that's what it's about. So whomever you choose, whatever you guys decide to do, it doesn't matter. It's all about the people helping one another, the people waking up to what, in fact, this government is. It's just a board of puppets who are just essentially actors. You know, you guys are just actors. Like on Tuesday, you didn't care about the people's stories. You didn't care. You didn't apologize for them having to come in to beg for their money. You just went about it and acted like you guys were the heroes. And it's just sad that there's only a few people watching. You know, like you know, Mark always points out, nobody even knows you guys exist. So it doesn't even matter who you choose, because the people continue to lose. But a new day is coming, and people are waking up, and it's just a matter of time when, you know, you guys will be, you guys will just, well, it already is happening. Your own policies are biting you in the butt, so it's all good. Well, happy Friday, and yeah, power to the people.
Thank you. We'll now hear from the next caller.
It's true that last staged event about a hey, hey, ho, ho, purple shirt chosen CEO was pathetic, not impressed. Because if people go back in the archives of this discussion, it was actually me who called for more transparency. And there was no supervisor who openly replied and said they agreed with me on January 4th. Only when the political purple shirt said it did Monica and Tara suddenly speak up. Very suspicious. And who did purple shirts call for? Cindy Chavez, a longtime union friend of Nathan's partner of crime, Lorena Gonzalez. Unbelievable that they'd advocate for someone chosen under the corrupt narcissist Nathan Fletcher's reign of terror. The last thing the county needs is the old status quo candidate. From a Voice of San Diego article, quote, Chavez's hiring would have been the climax of a methodical, decade-long effort led by SEIU and UDW. They helped Fletcher get elected, end quote. That's more proof that the county needed the slate sanitized. But an open interview by itself would not ensure a fair and transparent process. When an interim sheriff was being chosen, the only guy that seemed right for the job wasn't chosen. No supervisor cared what anyone's comments were when it came to public safety. So what I smell, besides purple political rats, is a process that will give those rats a direct line of interference in the process. This is not the type of politicized process I called for or would ever call for. And so I denounce the political plot and all of its staged events and paid minions. What needs to be the deciding factor for a new CEO is content of character, not political party or political union, bias and conflict of interest, but can the person act in the best interest of the county or not? Nora, I know you know a person of good character when you see one. However, that's not to say that just because someone knows what person has a good character, that they will actually choose that person. Because recognizing a good character is not the same thing as having one of your own. That's a personal choice. Good luck. I just put Sarah, she even looks good in hot pink. My parting words, hey, hey, ho, ho, those purple shirts have got to go.
Thank you. And Chairwoman Vargas, that concludes public comment on the special meeting closed session matters. And with that, on behalf of Chairwoman Vargas, the board will now recess into closed session to consider the matters listed on today's special meeting agenda. If there are any reportable actions, they will be reported out at the conclusion of today's meeting.